Welcome to Creative Impart. I'm Douglas. This is the channel where we explore the stories, ideas, and people that shape our world. From deep dives to creative insights, we cover it all. If you love high-quality documentaries and analysis, you are in the right place. We are building a community of curious minds who want to understand the bigger picture. So, if you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Let's get creative.
Who really controls the world? Is it presidents, kings, or is it the people who sign the checks? Welcome to the definitive guide to the 10 wealthiest human beings on our planet. In this series, we aren't just reading a list. We are dissecting the DNA of extreme success. To understand these numbers, we have to understand the era we live in. We are in the second Gilded Age. Since the year 2000, global wealth has tripled, but it hasn't been distributed evenly. It has concentrated at the very top, creating a new class of super elites whose fortunes rival the GDP of entire nations. What changed? Technology. The digital revolution allowed scalability that the industrial tycoons of the past could only dream of. A piece of software written in a garage can now reach billions of users in seconds, generating cash flow at the speed of light. This scalability is the engine of modern mega-wealth. With this wealth comes a lifestyle that defies imagination. Private jets are just the commute. We're talking about private islands, personal space programs, and bunkers built for the apocalypse. But beyond the glitz, there is power. The power to shape policy, control information, and influence the future of humanity. So how do we measure it? Net worth is tricky. It's not just cash in the bank. It's equity. It's stock. It fluctuates with the market's mood. A tweet can wipe out billions in minutes. But the names we are about to reveal have built fortresses of value that stand the test of time. We've crunched the numbers, verified the assets, and tracked the money. From the tech giants of Silicon Valley to the luxury kings of Europe. Get ready. We are starting our countdown to the number 1 wealthiest person on Earth. This is part 1. Number 10. Steve Ballmer. His story is an anomaly in the world of extreme wealth. He didn't invent the product. He didn't write the code. He was the guy hired to sell it. In 1980, he dropped out of Stanford Business School to join his Harvard pal Bill Gates at a small startup called Microsoft. He was employee number 30. Most employees get a salary. Ballmer negotiated for equity. He took a tiny percentage of the company instead of cash. At the time, it seemed risky. Today, that stake makes him one of the only people in history to become a hecto-billionaire purely through stock options as an employee. It is the ultimate lesson in the power of equity over salary. Ballmer wasn't a quiet executive. He was a force of nature, sweating, screaming, chanting developers, developers, developers. He drove Microsoft's aggressive expansion through the 90s and 2000s. While he missed the smartphone wave, he built the enterprise fortress that still powers the global economy today. After stepping down as CEO, he didn't retire to a beach. He bought the Los Angeles Clippers for $2 billion cash, a record at the time, now looking like a bargain. He treats the NBA with the same intensity he brought to software sales. High energy, high stakes. Today, Ballmer is focused on truth. His project, USA Facts, aims to make government data accessible to everyone. He wants to know exactly where the tax money goes. Steve Ballmer proves that you don't have to be the founder to win the game. You just have to pick the right rocket ship and never let go. Number 9. Mukesh Ambani. To understand his fortune, you have to understand the scale of India. His father, Dhirubhai Ambani, started with a small textile business. Mukesh inherited the industrial side, oil and petrochemicals. While they weren't glamorous, they were the engine that fueled a nation's rise. After a bitter split with his brother Anil, Mukesh doubled down on efficiency. He built the world's largest oil refinery complex in Jamnagar. It became the cash cow that allowed him to take the biggest risk in corporate history, a digital revolution called Jio. In 2016, Ambani launched Jio, offering free 4G data to over 1 billion people. Critics called it insane, but it worked. He bankrupted the competition, captured the entire market, and put the internet in the hands of every Indian citizen. Reliance shifted from an oil giant to a tech titan overnight. The wealth generated is staggering. Ambani lives in Antilia, a 27-story private skyscraper in Mumbai. It has 3 helipads, a snow room, and a staff of 600. It is the most expensive private residence in the world, standing as a controversial monument to extreme success in a developing nation. Now, he is pivoting again, pledging billions to green energy. Ambani aims to dominate the next era just as he dominated the last. From polyester to petrol to packets of data, his genius is spotting the next necessity of life before anyone else. Number 8. Larry Page. He is the co-founder of the most powerful tool in human history, Google. It's not just a company, it's a utility. Before Page, the internet was a chaotic library with all the books on the floor. He built the librarian. It started in a Stanford dorm room with Sergey Brin. Page had a crazy idea. Download the entire internet and rank pages by how many other pages linked to them. They called it Backrub, then Google. The PageRank algorithm didn't just search the web. It organized the world's information. Google became a money-printing machine, but Page got bored with just selling ads. In a bold move, he restructured the company into Alphabet. This separated the search engine from the other bets, wild, high-risk projects that had nothing to do with the internet. Page is obsessed with moonshots, ideas that improve things by 10x, not 10%. He poured billions into self-driving cars with Waymo, delivery drones with Wing, and even flying cars with Kitty Hawk. He wants to rewrite the operating system of the physical world just like he did the digital one. Today, Page is elusive, rarely seen in public, but his impact is inescapable. Every time you answer a question in milliseconds or navigate a new city, you are living in the world Larry Page built. His wealth is a byproduct of pure, unadulterated efficiency. Number 7. Sergey Brin. His story begins far from Silicon Valley, in Moscow, behind the Iron Curtain. Facing anti-Semitism, his family fled the Soviet Union when he was 6. It was a gamble on freedom. Brin often says, "I wouldn't be here if we stayed." While Page was the visionary, Brin was the technical wizard. He wrote the code that made the PageRank algorithm fast enough to index the growing web. He created the data mining systems that turned user clicks into gold. He was the engineer's engineer. Brin's restless mind led him to run Google X, the company's secret lab. He was the face of Google Glass, skydiving into conferences to demo the future. He pushed for self-driving cars long before they were legal. If it was sci-fi, Brin wanted to build it. Today, he stepped back from day-to-day operations, but he hasn't stopped building. He's funding LTA research to build massive airships for disaster relief. And recently, he's been back at the Google offices, coding again, helping to build the next generation of artificial intelligence. Sergey Brin represents the explorer spirit of the billionaire class. Whether it's mapping the entire globe or mapping the neural networks of an AI, he is always searching for the next frontier. His wealth is just the fuel for his curiosity. Number 6. Warren Buffett. In a list dominated by tech tycoons, Buffett stands alone. He doesn't write code. He doesn't live in Silicon Valley. He lives in Omaha, Nebraska, in the same house he bought in 1958. He is the Oracle of Omaha, and his superpower is patience. Buffett is famous for his frugality. He drives his own car to work, grabs McDonald's for breakfast, and spends most of his day reading. While others chase the next big thing, Buffett looks for value. Companies that are simple, predictable, and profitable. He built Berkshire Hathaway from a failing textile mill into a $500 billion fortress. His portfolio is a cross-section of the American economy. Railroads like BNSF, insurance giants like Geico, and iconic brands like Coca-Cola. He doesn't just buy stocks, he buys businesses. His secret weapon is the float, the billions of dollars in insurance premiums that he gets to hold and invest before claims are paid. It's essentially a free loan that he uses to buy more companies. This leverage, combined with compound interest, created his massive fortune. But perhaps his greatest investment is in humanity. Together with Bill Gates, he created the Giving Pledge, promising to give away 99% of his wealth to philanthropy. He proves that the only thing better than making money is using it to make a difference. Number 5. Bill Gates. In 1975, he had a vision that sounded impossible, a computer on every desk and in every home. He dropped out of Harvard to make it happen. By licensing the operating system to IBM, he made Microsoft the standard for the entire world. Throughout the 90s, Gates was the undisputed king of tech. He was aggressive, competitive, and ruthless. He crushed competitors in the browser wars and faced down the US government in a massive antitrust trial. He wasn't just rich, he was feared. Then he walked away. He stepped down as CEO to find a new mission. He applied his software engineer's mind to biology and physics. He realized that saving lives was a harder problem than writing code. Through the Gates Foundation, he is spending billions to eradicate polio, reinvent sanitation, and fight climate change with next-generation nuclear power. He treats philanthropy like a startup, tracking data, demanding results, and scaling what works. Today, Bill Gates is known less for Windows and more for his Think Weeks, where he retreats to a cabin with a bag of books to study the world's problems. He transformed himself from the world's richest man into its most ambitious problem solver. Number 4. Larry Ellison. If Bill Gates is the nerd of the group, Larry Ellison is the samurai. He didn't just want to win, he wanted everyone else to lose. His philosophy was aggressive dominance. He built Oracle into a database giant by crushing the competition. Oracle isn't flashy like an iPhone, but it is essential. It is the plumbing of the global economy. Banks, airlines, governments, they all run on Oracle databases. Ellison realized early on that information was the most valuable commodity on Earth. Ellison lives like a fictional character. He collects fighter jets and flies them himself. He races America's Cup yachts. He is the closest thing the tech world has to Tony Stark. He spends his money as fast as he makes it. In 2012, he bought 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai for $300 million. He didn't just buy a vacation home, he bought a kingdom. He's transforming it into a model for sustainable living, blending his love for nature with his need for total control. At 80 years old, his biggest enemy is death itself. He has poured millions into anti-aging research. Larry Ellison intends to live forever, or at least die trying. Number 3. Mark Zuckerberg. He redefined how humans connect. In 2004, in a Harvard dorm room, he launched the Facebook. It wasn't about content, it was about identity. He unlocked the social graph, creating a digital utility that mapped real-world relationships. Zuckerberg isn't just a coder, he is a ruthless strategist. When competitors rose, he bought them. Instagram for $1 billion, WhatsApp for $19 billion. Today, almost 3 billion people use a Meta product every single day. He owns the communication channels of the planet. His genius is adaptation. When the world shifted from desktop to mobile, he pivoted the entire company in months. He flooded the news feed with ads and turned a social network into one of the most powerful advertising engines in history. But his biggest bet is yet to come. He renamed the company Meta to focus on the metaverse. He believes the next platform isn't a phone, but virtual reality. It's a gamble that has cost billions, but Zuckerberg is playing a decade-long game. Now, he's entered the race for artificial general intelligence. He's buying thousands of GPUs to build the brain of the future. Mark Zuckerberg grew up in the public eye, and he intends to shape the future of human interaction for decades to come. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. In 1994, he quit a lucrative job on Wall Street to drive across the country and sell books from his garage. But books were just the beginning. His vision was the everything store. He built a logistics machine so efficient it changed how the human race consumes goods. While everyone focused on the boxes on their doorstep, Bezos built an even bigger empire in the cloud. Amazon Web Services, or AWS, powers a huge chunk of the internet. It is the invisible backbone of modern digital life and the primary profit engine of his empire. His passion, however, is not retail, it's space. With Blue Origin, he is spending billions to make space travel cheap and accessible. His motto is Gradatim Ferociter, step by step, ferociously. He envisions a future where heavy industry moves off Earth to protect our planet. Bezos has transformed from a skinny bookseller into a titan who buys newspapers like the Washington Post as a personal project. He is the ultimate example of long-term thinking, willing to lose money for decades to win centuries. Number 1. Elon Musk. He is the real-world Iron Man. After selling PayPal, he could have bought an island. Instead, he poured his entire fortune into 2 impossible industries, electric cars and rockets. In 2008, he was days away from bankruptcy. Today, he is the wealthiest person on the planet. With Tesla, he didn't just build a car. He forced the entire automotive industry to abandon oil. He slept on the factory floor to hit production targets. His manufacturing revolution made Tesla more valuable than Toyota, VW, and Ford combined. But his true obsession is Mars. SpaceX has achieved the impossible, landing orbital rockets. He is building the Starship to make humanity a multi-planetary species. He doesn't want to die rich. He wants to die on Mars, just not on impact. He is also the chaos agent, buying Twitter, now X, for $44 billion. Sleeping in the office, firing thousands. Musk operates with a manic intensity that terrifies his competitors and exhausts his employees. He is the wealthiest man alive, but he's never satisfied. We have journeyed through the lives of the 10 wealthiest people on Earth. From the textile mills of India to the launch pads of Texas. What do they share? It's not just luck. It is a relentless, often obsessive, focus on a singular vision that others couldn't see. Their wealth is a byproduct of their impact. We live in the world they built. We search with Larry Page, shop with Jeff Bezos, connect with Mark Zuckerberg, and look to the stars with Elon Musk. Their products are woven into the fabric of our daily existence. But who is next? The first trillionaire is likely already alive. Will they come from artificial intelligence, biotechnology, or green energy? The landscape of wealth is shifting faster than ever before. Ultimately, wealth is just a tool. It amplifies who you are. Whether it's curing diseases, building empires, or exploring the cosmos. How these titans use their fortunes will define their legacy for centuries to come. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the 10 wealthiest people on Earth. If you enjoyed this series, please like and subscribe for more documentaries on power, money, and the future. See you in the next one.